Welcome, everyone, to Inside the Huddle on the Muskie Sports Network. I'm Tom Caudell, and joining me today is Muskingum head football coach Erik Ieuter. Coach, welcome to Inside the Huddle.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Coach, first off, congratulations on an outstanding season. You and your staff led the team to Muskingum's first 5-win campaign since 2003, and also first upper half finish in the OAC since 2009. Just such an accomplishment. When the season was over and you sit there and you reflect back on it, what are your thoughts about how this team developed throughout the year?
Yeah, it was certainly a really fun year, and I appreciate that. I mean, to do some things that haven't been done in 18 years is pretty darn cool. And I thought our coaching staff did a really outstanding job week in and week out of preparing our guys. Our leadership was awesome all season long. And I really felt like we had a team full of competitors, got guys that love to really work hard, love being around each other. It was a really close football team, and there's some guys that, there's some games that we would have liked to have back. But I thought we did a really good job of sticking together, and we're excited about where the program's headed.
As at most of those games, Coach, and you're talking about, I've seen these guys compete on every play throughout 60 minutes. Let's talk back at the beginning of the year. Home opener against Waynesburg. How important was that home opener game that you won in dominating fashion to help set the tone for what you wanted to accomplish for the year?
Yeah, that was a really nice start to the year. As you said, we dominated Waynesburg pretty good, and each year is different, so it was really nice to see guys step up in different roles. And we had some freshmen that stepped up in that game as well, and had great freshman years. So it definitely gave our team a lot of confidence to start off the year, strong.
One of the marquee wins of the year has to be the win against Ohio Northern, night game, home game for the Muskies. How did that win impact the football program?
It was a big win, and it was another fun night. Our first win over Ohio Northern since 2011, and it did. It set the tone for the rest of the year. It showed our guys that if you prepare really well and you're focused and playing all together, everybody's rowing in the same direction, really good things can happen. And it was a great, well-fought game, and where every single player and every single coach contributed to the win. And, at the end of the day, our guys weren't going to be denied, and it was a good win.
I'll tell you, Coach, I've been around Muskingum since 2001. That's the most electric atmosphere from the start of warm-ups until your guys are singing the fight song that I've been a part of here at Muskingum. Just such an emotional win. And one of the best pictures coming out of that whole sequence is you at the end with your players getting it all ready to go.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, I didn't have to say too much at the end of that one. It was it was so cool to see the excitement and the joy on everybody's faces, and it was a really fun night.
You follow that up with another just an unbelievable offensive performance and defensive, both sides of the ball against Wilmington, scoring 62 points, most points for a Muskie squad since 1960. So definitely setting some records this year on the football field.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was an entire team domination in that game as well, with a couple of defensive touchdowns. So offense was clicking, defense was clicking, special teams made plays. So it was good when everybody's like I said earlier, rowing in the same direction. It's a lot of fun.
You open the year with a big win. You're going to close the year with a big win as well on the road at Capitol. Really a record-breaking game for the Muskies in a lot of ways. Senior quarterback Jordan Garrett sets a lot of records in this game. Junior wideout Zuri Edmondson also setting a lot of records. 584 yards, 31 first downs. How does winning that season finale help the team set up for the offseason and ultimately what you want to do in the fall next year?
Yeah, it was definitely a really nice way to finish the year out. Great way to send the seniors out as well. And I said this already, but I mean, they're the ones that flipped the culture here and got us going, in the right direction. And JG and Zuri and the offense was really clicking. And it was just fun to watch them make plays out there. And So there's a ton of excitement. There's a ton of momentum around our program, and our guys are really hungry for more and want to continue climbing in the standings and taking the next step.
Coach, since the season's ended, I mean, in your time here, your tenure at Muskingum, you flipped the switch and have turned the direction of this program. Have you had time to sit down and just enjoy what you accomplished this year yet?
Well, we hit the road recruiting about 2 days after the season, so we're trying to continue to find the right type of our guys in the program, and that's how we've been able to flip the culture. Just finding our type of guys, high character guys, guys that love the work, that love the game, that love to compete. But our coaching staff, I really love our coaching staff. There's a lot of people that have contributed all the way from the administration, to our coaching staff. So, coaching staff, just, really good people, great teachers, just, want to do the best for our players, on and off the field. They want to make sure ultimately that they get their degree. And I really love our coaching staff. They did an awesome job this year, and it was the closest football team that we've had since we've been here. And you could sense it during training camp. You could sense how close the football team we're going to be. We did a lot of team building things, week in and week out, but we just enjoyed each other's company. We had fun competing. We end practice with competitions quite a bit, and even at the end of the year, we did a little dodgeball competition with some of the players versus the coaches, and so that got a lot of juice with the team. And but yeah, just really we had the right guys. We have the right guys. We're continuing to bring in more of the right type of guys in our program, and it was a lot. It was a really fun team to coach. It really was.
I'll tell you, Coach, if you're out there and you're talking to some recruits right now, I mean, you've got such a great story to tell them, and you've got some great clips this year to show them about what's happening with football. You mentioned academics, and we've got to talk about that as well. The team under your leadership has really taken that turn for academic success in the classroom. What is it that you and your staff has put in place to allow the Muskie student athletes in your program to be successful in the classroom?
Yeah, it's taken a lot of people. It's taken a lot of effort. Our support on campus is outstanding. Professors are outstanding. Our academic, advisors are top notch here at Muskingum. I think that's something that really sets Muskingum apart. In terms of our coaching staff, as I mentioned, our coaching staff really cares about our guys. That they want the best for our guys, and they're on top of our guys. So. We have weekly academic meetings, and our guys aren't falling through the cracks, in terms of academics. Coach Donnelly is our defensive coordinator, but he's also our academic coordinator, and he's done an outstanding job. And it also, it goes back to recruiting a little bit as well. Just bringing in the right guys, the guys that are serious about their academics, that ultimately want to make sure that they're getting their degree, because that's why you go to college, to get your degree. So we've done some really good things. It's been fun to see, and as we mentioned to the team, it's our best record in 18 years. Is probably our best grade point average in 18 years, and we'll see how that shakes out here in the next 2 weeks. But we have a 3.0 wall in our locker room. You get your picture up on the wall if you get a 3.0 for the semester. And this is not an exaggeration. It's going to be 4 times as many guys from when we first took over on that 3.0 wall this semester. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, that's a great accomplishment. I've got a lot of your guys in some of my classes at times. Got to tell you, I love it. They sit in the front row. They're attentive. They're engaged. Make a big difference in the classroom, and it also reflects back on what's happening within the football program. Coach, we got to talk about what's being built kind of right behind where your office is located at. The Bullock Health and Wellness Complex going up, slated to open next fall. State-of-the-art facility, athletics, academics, health and wellness component, all of it. It's going to be a game changer, not just for Muskingum University, but also for the region. When you see that facility going up, how do you view that it will impact the football program?
Well, it certainly already had a tremendous impact on our program, and just the excitement. As we tell recruits, it's not just a bunch of drawings. you can look right out back and you can see it's over halfway done, and it's well on its way. So it shows the support that we have, all across the board, from administration to alumni, in the community. So we already have really good facilities. We have an awesome locker room. We have a great weight room. We already have 2 turf fields. So to add a beautiful new stadium and indoor facility with all the things that go with that, are a game changer. And I think it's going to elevate us, in all our athletic programs, and certainly football.
Well, I can't wait next year for the home opener when we get that on the calendar, to be sitting back here on campus and christen the new stadium with Muskie football. Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us today on Inside the Huddle. Always great talking to you. Always appreciate you being open for us and letting us come to your practice and do what we need to do to promote our student athletes in your program. And I want to wish you a happy holiday as we move forward.
Thanks. I really appreciate it, Tom, and I appreciate everything that you and your staff do as well. Thanks.
All right. Sounds great, Coach, and go Muskies.
All right. Go Muskies.